Yo, what is up guys? This is another video and it's been a long time since my last video. Yeah, it's been a long time, man. It has always been a long time. I've always just, I don't know. I got a job at this grocery store and from there I just haven't been uploading daily. It sucks, man. It really sucks. I feel like this YouTube channel was growing like immensely, but like I don't know, it's such a challenge to become a YouTuber. I really want to be one of those scripting YouTubers like the Dev King or like Alvin Blocks. It's just it's very difficult to be one of those guys. But you know, let's get back to the video. In order this video is just to pretty much give away another script. I've worked on this script for like a long time. Like I've just been eyeballing the same script, so I got to the point where I really just understood what was going on. Not all the measurements and stuff, but all the like how it worked, how each script worked and what it did. And so yeah, this script right here, you're already seeing it on my screen. I have Shiftlock on, okay? And I'm not pressing, I don't have like the Shiftlock enabled. I mean I do, I can just turn it off. I still have Shiftlock. Pretty much, this script that I have on for my camera movement is permanent, okay? There's no way of turning this off. Even when I go onto the mobile side, it will do the same exact thing. And you know, you will also have a mobile Shiftlock as well. So this is for games that you specifically want to have only Shiftlock, okay? I do not recommend this script to anyone that, you know, wants other camera types such as follow camera or classic camera, because this is only to force Shiftlock, okay? And so yeah, let me show you how to get this script. Pretty much the ID, I already uploaded it to Roblox, so it should be in the description below of this video. Once you get the model and you insert it, it should bring you to the Roblox page, and it should say you know, insert model or something like that. And once you insert it, you should check inside of your toolbox in Roblox Studios and go to recent models, and you should see Force Shiftlock by Gabriel 405 because you added it, right? And you know, I got this pretty much from you know, this is the original guy, Glyphe, and pretty much this is the original. Here, I'll call this original. So this one is not mine. How do I do that? Properties. I'll call this original script. And you know, this is the one that you guys will get, the Force Shiftlock script. Okay, and then my script. Okay, and so yeah, over here, this is the script that you guys are gonna get. You're gonna get my script, and this is the original script. This is where I got it. I got it from Glyphe, and you know, Glyphe is the originator. And pretty much you can see the difference between my script and Glyphe's following camera script. Pretty much I got a script like this, and I was like, dang, there's a bunch of stuff in here that has nothing to do with Shiftlock. Why is there classic camera and attached camera and scriptable camera when all I want is specifically Shiftlock? Okay, so what I did was pretty much break down Glyph's script, and that's why when you open up my script, it should say, you know, originated from Glyphe and modified by DevGabe, which is me. Okay, this is what I wrote, and I pretty much just broke down his script. So that's important to note. I did this because I didn't want this unnecessary information, and I will also link his original script in the description below. So pretty much this is just a simplified Shiftlock script, and it has everything in here that you would want, okay? And so once you get my script, it should be called Camerascript. If it's not called Camerascript, then it's not gonna work, okay? And yeah, you got the Camerascript from the description, and you just have to drag it into starter player scripts. Let me delete the original, well, like the one that I had from the start, and put it in, which is the same thing. Okay, so there you go. I added it into starter player scripts, and you're gonna say, oh, it's probably gonna work now. Okay, so if we run the game, oh, you know, we spawn in. Actually, let's just do that. I added it into starter player scripts, and it should work, right? Well, it actually, oh, it does work. Okay, never mind. But it should not work for you guys, okay? Because you guys missed a step. Once you add it into starter player scripts, you also need to go into starter player and you need to change the camera developer mode. Okay, so if you go into the camera script, it should tell you the steps. It says right here, place it in starter player scripts. We did that, and over here it says to go into starter player and go into the properties and change specifically the camera mode right here to classic, the dev computer camera mode to classic, and the dev touch camera mode to classic. Okay, all these should be called classic. The dev camera occlusion mode, this is your preference. It's either zoom or invisicam. This will work because it's linked to the script. You have invisicam and poppercam, which is zoom. Okay, that's the same thing as zoom. So either one of these, that's the occlusion, and that's just how the camera reacts to parts getting within the frame. Okay, so you could test out the occlusion by going into starter player and switching the occlusion type to invisicam to see what it does. But I'm gonna keep it to zoom because that's the normal default occlusion, and all of this should be classic. So once you do that, it should work. And yeah, I ran the game and it does work. And so yeah, that's how you set up the camera script. It is very easy to do. Now, for some reason, I don't know, you have those type of games where it's kind of like snipers or something. You want the sensitivity to reduce. Now there's a way to do that. You could go into settings and like reduce the sensitivity like that. But let's just say you want lowered sensitivity from the get-go. Okay, even if they're at 1, you want the sensitivity, the default sensitivity, to be lower. Okay, so let's change up the sensitivity. It is very, very easy to do, where you have to go into something called the root camera and open it up. Okay, and over here you can see touch sensitivity for mobile players, and then mouse sensitivity for the mouse movement, and you can see the XY values. Okay, so these are perfect measurements from the original script, so I didn't change it up. But let's say you guys want to reduce it. We'll make this 3, we'll make this 1, for the mouse. We're not on mobile, so we can keep the mobile the same. Okay, so when we run the game, the sensitivity should be lower than a usual, and of course I can change it in the settings as well. Okay, there you go. It should be lower. It doesn't feel like it changed though. Let's change this to like solid 1 and 0.5. Okay, I want to really see the sensitivity change. Alright, let's run this. We change the sensitivity from the root camera. And there you go. The sensitivity is much more worse. If you do change the values like that for the mouse sensitivity, you will definitely notice the sensitivity to be much more stronger. Okay, you could definitely mess around with the values to make the sensitivity much worse. It feels like I'm a normal human if you want the sensitivity to be low. It actually feels kind of nice. I like how, for this type of gameplay, it feels more comfortable for the player. I feel like on the computer side. For mobile players, you can keep it fast-paced because, touching is different for all devices. So, I would recommend not changing the sensitivity for those guys. Yeah. And yeah, that's how you change the sensitivity for this camera. Say if you want to change the camera offset. Now I tried to make it so you could customize it, but I was unable to do that. But I was able to make it so you can just at least take it off. Just at least take it off. Just at least take it off. Let's say you don't want the offset to be on your right shoulder, like the shift lock. You want the shift lock to be based on the player's head. Okay, you don't want it on the right shoulder. So all you have to do is go into under classic shift right under the root camera, and you have to just tick this value on. It's called no offset, and you have to click this value and turn that thing on like that. And then once you run the game, you will see that the center of your camera will be locked onto the player's head. Okay, any second now. There you go, as you can see, and the sensitivity is low as well. And there you go. You have the camera connected to your head, and the sensitivity is much lower than usual. This feels really nice, you know, if you want this type of gameplay. I'm sorry I couldn't make it so it's more customizable than that, but you know, it should be fine. If you want to change the player's camera height, I mean, I was able to make it so it's still smooth and you can change the height. You go into root camera, you go into camera offset heights, you just have to change it. Say if you have an R15 character, you can make it higher, like a solid 5 studs more higher than, you know, average. I don't know why you would want that, but you know, if you want to change the heights of the camera, you can do that easily. You can't change the direction though, because you know, I had struggle to do that. Like it just made the camera unsmooth when you try to change the heights. So, you know, or change anything but the height. You know, that's why these are only for the heights. Only change heights for smooth camera experience. Okay, so yeah, I changed the height. Now it's 5 studs more higher, and you know, that's how you can change the height of this camera. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Now let's say if you guys have a starter screen, okay? Usually when I started scripting, you know, you would have the first thing that I started scripting was the start screen for my game, and you know, when the start screen hits in, you know, what do I do if I want the camera to turn off? Okay, now you can't say, oh, let's just disable the camera, you know. But the thing is, I think that destroys it if you just disable and re-enable. So there's a better way of doing that, and that's just to change the player's camera type. Okay, inside of the camera script, I told you how to disable it. To disable camera script, you must change the player's current camera to another mode other than classic. Okay, and over here is a little example, but I'll show you that in a script. Okay, so let's say you have a start screen and you don't want the mouse position to be stuck in the center. Okay, for some, I mean, if you want to have the mouse to select, you know, a GUI or something. Okay, so we'll open up a script into starter character scripts, and we'll call the script, you know, test disable camera script. Okay, you know, we'll call it that. Okay, so let's just do task.wait, which is like a better wait. I wouldn't recommend using waits. I'll also link that in the description why you shouldn't use waits. Wait is just bad, so use task.wait. But over here, actually, let's just define local camera or current camera. Local current camera equals workspace dot current camera, and that's how you get, you know, the current camera type. If you want it to be scriptable or follow, you would see that in the settings as well. You would see camera types, and then you could change it to follow. You could change it to classic camera. That's what current camera does. It basically changes the camera type, and that will just link up to the camera script. Okay, so over here, after 10 seconds, we want to turn off the camera script by setting current camera dot camera type equals enum dot camera type dot script. Okay, so this right here is basically going to disable camera script. Okay, so you don't have the mouse stuck on the center of the screen, you know, for your GUIs. If you open up and enable a GUI, you don't want you want to be able to move your mouse around. So that's how you would disable it. And so, you know, after another 10 seconds, let's just copy this, you know, and then, you know, paste it right below. After another 10 seconds, we're gonna re-enable. So we'll call this re-enable camera, and we just have to set this back to classic. There you go. So this is going to disable the camera when we set the current camera type to scriptable, and then when we want to re-enable it after another 10 seconds, we'll set it back to classic. So re-enable camera by setting it to classic, and it has to be set to classic. That's why inside of these starter player scripts, we set the camera mode to classic right here. You know, we have to set it to classic, is what I'm trying to say, in order for the script, you know, to be enabled. That's what it's based off of. It's called classic. Okay, and so now let's run the game so I can show you. So we'll spawn in, and spawn in, and after 10 seconds of walking around, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. The camera's disconnected. I can move my mouse around. Oh, it's a GUI. You know, oh, I want to click on, you know, the gun GUI. I want to buy a gun or something. Oh, what the heck? No, we have to set it to classic. And it has to be set to classic. No, we have to set it to classic. And it has to be set to classic. It should be custom. Custom. I should have tested this out. Yeah. Alright, this has to do it. It should be custom. After 10 seconds, the camera disables. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, it disables. And then it should go back to my character after 10 seconds. Alright, there you go. Oh, it's custom. Okay. Alright, so I did a mistake in my notes. I'm gonna update that in this and the thing. All I have to do is make it custom. Okay. So right here, it should be to re-enable the camera script. It should be enum.cameratype.custom, not classic. Okay, custom is classic. I kind of forgot about that, but you know, right here in the thing, it should say re-enable camera script. This should be custom. Okay, custom. There you go. Current camera.cameratype equals enum.cameratype.custom. That's how you re-enable the camera. Okay, so yeah, from this standpoint, you could see this is how you enable it within the game. This is how you disable it from the thing, just by, you know, changing the camera type. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's how you have shift lock in your game. This is specifically to make it only have shift lock. And this is really performance, I feel like, because you only made your camera script for shift lock users. Okay, this will work on mobile. Let's go on the mobile side so I can show you how it works. Okay, we'll go to devices, and there you go. I have my mobile phone, and we'll play as a mobile player. And it should work the exact same. For VR, I'm not quite sure if this script will work for VR. You're gonna have to test that out. Yeah, but you see, it should work. The sensitivity is high because we didn't touch the touch sensitivity, but you know, it works perfectly. Okay. We can move around. Oh, and we disable the camera script like we did in that thing after 10 seconds. Test disable camera script. Yeah, forgot about that. There you go. And my camera's back to normal. So yeah, this will definitely work. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely like and subscribe for more videos like this one. And I'll see you guys in the next one.